This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stockbox interview. Oliver Friesen, the exploration manager of Power Metal Resources, is with us today following news of an agreement to earn into a 100% interest in lithium exploration properties in Quebec, Canada. So hello Oliver, welcome. How are you? Could you start by giving us a quick overview of this transaction announced today?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, Mark, thanks again for having me on. So as you mentioned today, we announced a earn-in agreement that we recently signed with a local Canadian landholder to acquire the Authier North and Duval East properties located within the Val d'Or mining camp of Quebec, Canada. This earn-in agreement is staged over 3 years, and it gives us the option to earn 100% of the properties by issuing modest annual cash and share payments and by completing exploration on the property over a 3-year period.
Okay, and what is the significance of this announcement to Power Metals?
Yeah, so I think the announcement today is significant for Power Metal and our shareholders for a number of reasons. Firstly, it is the company's first time acquiring a strategic battery metal property. Lithium carbonate prices have increased significantly in 2021, which has been led by demand caused by the ongoing electric vehicle and green revolution. And many sources are predicting the lithium market will move into a deficit as early as 2025, with total demand increasing significantly over the next several decades. Secondly, Quebec is known as one of the top mining jurisdictions in the world. And this is extremely important as many exploration companies and producers are currently struggling with jurisdictional risks. But by acquiring projects in a jurisdiction such as Quebec, it gives us operational peace of mind going forward. And thirdly, and most importantly, the Authier North property shares a 2.5 kilometer long claim border with Sayona Mining's flagship Authier lithium property, which currently has a market cap of 470 million Australian dollars. Their Authier property currently boasts a resource of 12.1 million tons at 1.0% lithium oxide, which is quite high grade for these type of deposits. And on top of that, Sayona recently announced an offtake agreement with NASDAQ-listed Piedmont Lithium Limited, and they're pushing forward production on their property in short order. So shortly here, we could have an extended claim border with a producing lithium mine.
And what is the company's plans then with this project going forward?
So based on the terms in the earn-in agreement, we only have to spend a modest $25,000 Canadian on the project in year one. What is really interesting, however, is the outline of the Authier deposit to the south of us is located less than 750 meters from our Authier North property. And I should note that I encourage investors to view the map that was included in today's RNS, which highlights this proximity. And by looking at the definitive feasibility study, which was published on the Authier lithium project, the ore body is actually hosted within a pegmatite dike, which dips at roughly 40 degrees to the north, and it remains open in that direction. Therefore, it presumably may extend onto our property. So our plan is to conduct a geophysical survey, which would help us potentially image for this pegmatite dike onto our property. And if this is successful, we should likely move into a diamond drilling program, which would test for this down dip extent. So potentially, we could have some really exciting news flow on this asset within 2021 for our shareholders.
Okay, Oliver Friesen, the exploration manager for Power Metal Resources. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.